tampering with evidence, crime to intentionally, right, tampering evidence.
Right. Let me explain how that works. Having tried 1,000 cases where the evidence has been tampered with. What that really means is that if you can establish that an officer fudged the evidence, fixed the evidence, put a weapon down, put some drugs into place, the case should be dismissed. There should be no question of credibility at that point. If you're able to establish it, it should be done. It should be over. Because it's supposed to be, if you're a prosecutor, your job is to seek justice, not to seek conviction. So if you find that an officer lied on the record, fudged the report, lied in his report, planted evidence, was caught lying in another case, all of that should be exposed. And so to have that debate as a part of police reform puts the police on notice that if you don't do the job correctly, nothing about you will come across as credible, and we will not allow anything to taint the process. We need that, especially in the criminal justice system, in order for you to have police reform. You need to be able to find a way to hold them accountable. So then when they turn their camera off, right before the incident happened, that's a credibility question that should inure to the benefit of the so-called defendant or the person who was injured as a result of police conduct, arrested or charged.
Yeah, because when you go to trial, I mean, what they do is try to break down your credibility.
Absolutely.
Like, you'll ask you questions, and they say, oh, well, you said this earlier, so,
Right.
They should be able to do that.
That's right.
With the officer.
Yeah, like, for example, what they commonly refer to as prior bad acts that go toward plan, motive, etc. They're allowed to introduce prior bad acts that go toward plan, motive, things along that line. Well, the same thing should happen with a police officer. If I have 10 complaints against
Exactly.
me of a similar nature, they all should be allowed to be introduced against this officer. And frankly, if I'm a prosecutor and I see 10 complaints against this police officer, then that should question his credibility, because the prosecutor seeking justice, which is their mandate, should be turning those complaints over. That's why I always encourage people, if a cop does something to you that is improper, file the complaint, because there'll come a time where the law will change because of conversations like Ice Cube put forward, where they actually will have to change that to where those prior bad acts or those prior complaints can become credibility questions as it relates to the particular officer.